You're watching Business Access TV.
Business Access.
Business Access.
Business Access.
Business Access.
You are watching Business Access TV.
Business Access TV.
Serious about business.
Serious about business.
Welcomes you to the grand opening of Maison Chic's second location here at the Arden Emirates Plaza on Arden Road. I'm your host, Amita Prasadwe. Please stay tuned for highlights. So it's Maison Chic's second store launch tonight. What are your thoughts?
It's good because a lot of time I'm up this side and it's difficult for me to go all the way down that side to get something, so I can just come right here and run over to 212. That's my favorite.
That's your favorite?
That's my favorite, all the time.
So you're a past customer. Talk to me about your experience shopping at Maison Chic.
Oh, it's very easy because I'm not so big on fragrance. So when I enter the store, I'm like, what is it that I want? And somebody just comes over and like, okay, may I help you? What is it that you're looking for? Is it for an event? Or you just want something for like when you're going on the road? And they just help me from there and I'm good.
But wouldn't you want to smell the same for an event or if you're going on the road?
No, that's why I always choose two. One for the regular outing and one for an event. Yeah, because you know when you go to an event, your cologne have your kick like Jackie Chan.
Oh, it's
It have a kick.
So welcome one and all. This is the official launch of Maison Chic 2. Did you hear what I said? This is the official launch of Maison Chic 2. Maison Chic first opened its doors at the mini mall of Tropical Plaza, and now we're here at Arden Emirates, and this is our second location. We are a fragrance store that takes pride in providing our guests with the utmost respect, the utmost customer service that you can find anywhere. And don't forget that we are also licensed to bring all the brands that we carry. So we have brands like Carolina Herrera, Paco Rabanne, which you know, like these are like top brands from right around the world, right? And our tagline is explore your outer senses and unleash yourself. This explains perfectly what we do and the experience that we bring to all our guests. Every single one is important. So whether it be that you purchase a fragrance that costs $2,000 or you purchase a fragrance that costs $80,000, it doesn't really matter to us. Just as long as you're supporting us, you deserve the best and the best customer service from right around the world, right across the board. For us, we always say in the fragrance world that fragrance is the ultimate accessory. So when you're smelling good, people tend to sometimes forget what you look like, right? Am I right? Yeah, everybody can testify to this. And in our culture now, as Jamaicans, we have realized that even our entertainers are bringing this to light. So everybody is singing about what they're wearing, and everybody wants to smell hot, and everybody wants to smell sexy. So, you know, it's a very important thing. It's very important to what we do every day, like to keep yourself clean and to smell nice and to smell sexy is everybody's wish. And right now, I just want to say thank you to everyone that has come out tonight because this is a very important venture. We have struggled to help persons to understand that, hey, this is where we need to be. Like, you need to walk into a store and before you can even say hello, like customers are, or attendants are greeting you. We have the best trained attendants right across the board. Like when I say best trained, like, can I hear some hello? All right, so right now I'm gonna introduce all our fragrance consultants. Come on guys, come on, don't be shy. This is our team, and I'm proud to say that all of us here, we take pride in doing what we do. And it's all for you. And I want you to know my staff like by name. So from the end here, we have this is a very important night for Samantha because she actually manages this branch. So right here you have Samantha. And you have Celine. And from the staff of Maison Chic One, that's in Tropical Plaza, we have Cindy. And everybody know me, Pat Marie. And we have the ever so lovely, the girls them sugar digging. And we also have our newest edition, Ches. Give it up for Ches, everybody. So, with all that being said, I'm looking forward for everyone to continue supporting us. And this is a very important part of our program this evening. Now, everybody owns a smartphone. Now, I need y'all to take out your smartphones, please, right this moment. Yeah, it's already out. Now, y'all gonna go to Instagram. And it's at MAISONCHIC_JA. Right? Everybody has done that? Yeah, I see some people doing it. Thank you very much. Now follow us. Come to the store. Take pictures. Come and test. Because, guys, we provide testers for all our fragrances. So come and test. Don't be shy. It's a new age, people. And Maison Chic is bringing Jamaica to life with fragrances. Can I get an amen? Yeah. And, you know, we couldn't have such a great store without having great distributors, right? Yeah, so the people that take care of us, make sure we have the samples, make sure we have the gifts. And right now, I'm gonna call to she's so smiling, I love her. We're gonna call to speak to us now, Marie, and she's our representative from Eurobrands.
Thank you, darling. Hi, good evening, everyone. Hola. Very special welcome to the Panamanian Ambassador, the Panamanian Chief of Mission, and Mrs. Barrow. I am extremely pleased to have you guys here. Of course, you might, and all of you special guests invited. Guys, you know, it is very important for us to highlight how significant it is in Jamaica to have a second branch for one of our clients. Maison Chic came to us maybe 2 years ago, but we have been in business for the past 6 years. You might be wondering what Eurobrands does. We have the license for brands such as Carolina Herrera, Paco Rabanne, Valentino, Nina Ricci, Antonio Banderas, Shakira, United Dreams, Jean Paul, Versace, and many. Trust me, our inventory is crazy. So you don't want to go in there. But what is important is I want you to realize that I did say license. What that means, you're probably wondering, do you need licenses to sell perfumes in Jamaica? You need license to sell perfumes, and I'm gonna tell you why. You wouldn't be able to enjoy that wonderful after work kind of, you know, we give you that value added that other companies, of course, cannot do. We not only give you the testers, but we are also empowering our staff. We give value added products, such as training for all the staff. And the reason why Maison Chic has the best training in the world is because we offer. We do that through our suppliers. Ana Maria Libertini is here from one of our suppliers, which is our main supplier. And we are very proud to have her here all the way. One of the things that I want you guys to realize is that all these efforts cannot be done without the team. Of course, my team is really busy tonight, and they're selling fragrances to all our clients, but I have Samantha here that is in charge of our marketing department. Anna is also here, that is our newest member of staff, and is in the administration department. One of the things that I want you guys to realize is that without the importance of the Jamaican market, we wouldn't be here. It is amazing for us to be able to see our clients prosper. So if any of you want to sell fragrances, so you know where to go. If you want to have it done well done. One of the things that I always say to my clients is, if it looks good, if it smells good, if it's good, we have it. If we don't have it, we are working on the license. And if we are not working on the license, it's because we don't think it will make sense in Jamaica. We are the best in the system right here. We are the best in the market.
Good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure to have you here. Working at Maison Chic, it has been really great. The family base, they have been really welcoming, not to mention the clients that we have catered to and the friends that we have made. So some of our, clients, they have become our friends. So with that said, I would like you to celebrate with me new beginnings.
Maison Chic 2!
So guys, now for the important aspect of it. Now for the first time, you can go.
Don't be pull another one. Know your eyes, they all over me. Don't be shy, take a stroke of me. Get the vibe, it's gonna be lit tonight. No lie, not twice, pull another one. It's alright, I know what you want. The vibe's gonna be lit tonight. No lie,
So you're the new manager for the second location here. Talk to me about that.
All right, well, it has been really, really great working here. I'm kind of the quiet person, shy, and working here, it has forced me to come out of my shell to interact. And trust me, we have some lovely clients that we work with. The customer base here, well, not the customer base, but the staff here at Maison Chic, both at Maison Chic Emirates and at the other location, the first location, we have quite a different variety of characteristics. We have Patrice, who is very animatic. So, she's fun, she's courageous. We have Hubert, we have Celine, we have myself, we have Cindy, and newly we have Ches. So, it has been a great family base.
Talk to me about the fragrances you have available here tonight and what's so special about this fragrance store compared to another one.
Well, all right, so we have fragrances that are top of the line. So we have Carolina Herrera, we have Valentino, we have Jimmy Choo. And not just that, but what separates us from a lot of different stores is that we do it by law, we do it officially. So we obtain license. So when persons come to purchase and we tell them, say, oh, we have to have the license to carry a specific fragrance. So if you don't see it, it's because we don't have that license. They're like, oh, really, you have to have a license? So that's what separates us, not to mention the customer service. Like, persons commend us on our customer service, so that sets us apart. Customer service, it's everything, and it's not everyone that can, put on a good show, who can stand, and if someone is being mean or if someone's just having a bad day, you don't, just take their energy and just give it back to them, but really take their energy and, give them a positive vibes. So that's what differentiates us.
You're a customer here at Maison Chic. Talk to me about your favorite fragrance.
Well, there are two of them here. First one for the designer would be Paco Rabanne Invictus, and that would be the Intense. And the second one would be from Bond Number 9, it would be Scent of Peace.
It's their second store. How does that make it easier for you to shop?
Well, I work right around the road, so I can just simply come by during my lunchtime if I feel the need to. However, I normally feel welcome in the Tropical Mall itself.
What's so special about their service here?
Customer service, you have to be big on customer service for you to attract certain customers, and that is one thing that they have captured. They have managed to capture customer service because it's very warm, very friendly, and believe you me, they are very experienced. They are knowledgeable about the fragrances as well.
Talk to me about your experience so far.
So far, it's been a wonderful experience. I've been enjoying every moment of this because it's something new, but I've been selling fragrance since I've arrived here, but it's easy because we actually study the fragrances that we sell, so we know what we are giving to the customers. So at the end of the day, we always please their wants and needs that they come to us about. So basically, I've been here for 2.5 to 3 weeks right now, and I've been savoring every moment.
How was the training?
Well, the training has been very educational. Yes, so they have been training us in ways that I didn't know that my nose could have reached those levels. I didn't know my nose had those skills because we have been learning new things.
Why should people come out to the shop location here on Arden Road or the one in Tropical Plaza?
Tropical is kind of a more established branch, but Arden has a lot of fragrances that maybe you will not find at Tropical right now, but it's a nice branch to come because they have varieties. And it's a new place, so they want it to be as much as Tropical itself because people actually know Tropical already. So basically it's a new experience, but it's similar to Tropical because the customer service is still warm and inviting as in Tropical. So it's a great place to come.
Thanks for joining us here at Maison Chic's second store opening right here in Arden Emirates Plaza. I've been your host, Amita Pasadweb, and you're watching Business Access TV, serious about business.
Carousel came at a time when we really needed internet service for teaching and learning in the classroom. So we embraced it. When it came, the teachers embraced it because now they are able to use the internet in the classroom. They don't necessarily have to download things prior to learning.
Since we have gotten the internet, I must say that there is a great enthusiasm about learning, having access to different resources via the internet. You know, you just see a difference in the students as to how they approach, you know, finding out new information.
Before we had the internet service, we had problems using our laptops, getting e-stories to our children. And you know, there are other things in the curriculum that we needed to use the internet with, and we could not because we didn't have any service. And it was free. So, you know, it was very much appreciated. So thanks to Claricel, they have made it so much easier for us.
We could not meet our demand, and we lost the light owing $72,000. And whether you want to believe it, yes or no, a man struggling and still yet he saw it fit to write a check for $40,000 to the Trinitarian Basic School so that we are able now to have life.
This is the best internet service that we have received in this community. We have no problems with this service. The teachers use it every single day. In fact, there are several persons who have spoken to read this carousel service, and indeed, this service is excellent.
Our women are the backbone of our society. They deserve to be protected and respected. Domestic violence is not okay. Speak up and speak out. No more violence against women.
The Caribbean is a rich biodiversity hotspot. It has over 11,000 plant species, and about 72 of these are found only in this region. This richness also extends to the Caribbean people. Their traditional knowledge of the region's varied natural resources has integrated nature into the economic and health sectors worldwide. It has also drawn many to research and use the region's biodiversity for medicinal, cosmetic, and pharmaceutical purposes. For example, the glaucoma medication Canasol is made from cannabis. However, Caribbean islands have fallen prey to biopiracy, where a country's resources are accessed and developed commercially, but the country gets little or no benefit from it. As the world benefits from the Caribbean's biodiversity, countries need to be compensated for their commercial use. Lawmakers need to ensure that their countries are legally prepared to give access to and benefits from commercial use of genetic resources. To ensure prior informed consent and mutually agreed terms of access established by the Nagoya Protocol, the Global Environment Facility, GEF, United Nations Environment Program, UNEP, and the International Union for the Conservation of Nature, IUCN, are jointly providing support to countries at different levels in order to advance towards functional access and benefit sharing. Under the Nagoya Protocol, countries from which natural resources are obtained for commercial developments are entitled to compensation. It also ensures indigenous knowledge from groups such as the Maroons, Rastafarians, and Amerindians can be credited and compensated if their traditional knowledge has been used for commercial purposes. Caribbean islands are putting the Nagoya Protocol in their legislative framework to safeguard their country's biodiversity and traditional knowledge. Let us all work together to protect our resources, do valuable research, and reap the benefits of sustainable bioprospecting in the region.
Adam and Eve Day Spa and Salon plans to indulge you this Valentine's Day. Ah yes, drift away, cocoon your body in rich chocolatey goodness, add a massage or a facial in our executive suite. Try out our rainforest water massage to ignite your experience. Do your hair or a couple's mani-pedi. Treat your taste buds to succulent chocolate treats. Come, be pampered. Call us at 754-6018 or visit us at 20 Tobago Avenue, New Kingston. Give the gift of love. Give Adam and Eve. Gift certificates available.
Have you seen it? It's BATV Live. Live streams of business news weekdays at 7:30 p.m. Stay on point Thursdays at 8 p.m. with our Business Current Affairs show. And Weekend Business Report Saturdays at 7:30 p.m. wherever you are. Log on to our Facebook page at Business Access TV or visit our website at batvja.com. Live and at your fingertips. Business Access TV. Serious about business.
Now presenting the Jamaica Social Investment Fund ICDP Enterprise Development Project. Entrepreneurial Grant Business Pitch.
This project is a $100 million grant that's seeking to target 50 small and micro business enterprises and give them training, capacity development, equipment, permits and license towards the development and the viability of their business. We have made a call for proposal in March of this year for entrepreneurs to submit for the opportunity to receive a grant between $1 and $5 million. We received more than 500 applications, and so we have now shortlisted them to 100. So we've invited that top 100 applicants here today, and they're going to have to pitch their business idea to a panel, and of the 150 will actually transpire and win the opportunity for the grants. One of the primary objectives of what we're doing here is employment. We want the business to be able to sustain not only the principals as the owners, but we also want the business to be able to employ at least 2 people. The next part of it, as we do in all of our projects like this, is it provides a learning instrument of how we can engage small and micro enterprises and take them to the next level.
Why we're doing this rigorous process, because we want to identify the best potential entrepreneurs for this project. And keep in mind that we are speaking about a loan, so we want to ensure that the applicants are committed, and that from a sustainability point of view, that upon receiving the support from JSIP, that in 2 or 3 years, the enterprises will still be operational and the broader objective of the project will be achieved. Once we have now equipped them and they should be ready to start the production line going, we'll then have a mentorship component.
It has been a very competitive process. Jamaica is filled with persons with drive and passion. We're expecting that the best will be selected. And then for those who are not successful, we are also hoping to link them to other providers of services, because I'm telling you today, from what I've seen, it is an excellent, excellent, excellent opportunity. It's worthy of note that many persons coming here today already have some kind of semblance of a business, but they need the additional support to move that business to the other level, as well as some persons are coming with just proposals to start from scratch. On behalf of the JSIF, we want to really thank the DBJ and other partners from UWI who came to be part of the panel, and just to remind you that the JSIF is here and we're investing for community development.
Business current affairs you can relate to. Frank, credible discussion. On Point with Kalila Reynolds and Dennis Chung, dissecting the issues, offering solutions to Jamaica's challenges. On Point, Thursdays at 8 p.m. on Business Access TV.
An investment in health yields returns that cannot be measured financially, but in the quality of life. And you know the best thing? Investing in the well-being of the mind and body does not have to cost money. It can be as simple as watching educational and informative programs like Jamaica Magazine. Today's show is all about protecting your well-being. I'm Adrian Atkinson. Stay tuned.
So here are the facts.
7 out of 10 Jamaicans die from a non-communicable disease.
Because we love our people and we want them to live better quality lives,
we, the Ministry of Health and our partners, are launching Jamaica Moves.
Jamaica Moves is a call to action to prevent non-communicable diseases.
By educating and encouraging Jamaicans to be active, eat healthy,
and start living 30 minutes at a time.
Because 30 minutes of physical activity each day, along with proper nutrition, can go a long way.
To prevent your risk from developing certain NCDs such as diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity, and certain cancers.
And remember, it's life we're promoting. That's why you see me going hard right now.
I'm all about living.
So help us take this first step towards a healthier Jamaica so you can enjoy more moments, more memories, more life.
For many of us, it's just the chart that I read to test my eyes. I bet you never knew that it had an actual name. It's in fact called a Snellen chart. As you may already know, this chart, the Snellen chart, is designed for testing visual acuity, usually consisting of letters, numbers, or pictures printed in lines of decreasing size that a patient identifies from a fixed distance. So, it's Snellen chart, not the chart I read to test my eyes.
Jamaica Eye is part of an island-wide network of camera surveillance systems designed to increase the safety of you, our citizens. If you have a camera system outside your home or office facing a public space, join us in helping to make Jamaica a safer place for all. Log on to jamaicaeye.gov.jm today. Jamaica Eye, we're all connected. The Ministry of National Security, creating a safer and prosperous Jamaica.
In case you missed any of it, next we have a roundup of the major news stories coming out of the government this week.
Hi there, I'm Andre Palmer with your JIS News of the Week. Prime Minister Andrew Holness announced this week that another Zone of Special Operations, ZOSO, is likely to be named before the end of March.
We intend to and have budgeted for a few more communities in the coming fiscal year. And we believe that these interventions through the zones of special operations will contribute to the reduction of the murder rate, to the reduction of crimes generally, but to, more importantly, Mr. Speaker, establish peace in our country.
On Wednesday, the Prime Minister reiterated government's intent to increase its divestment of state assets to competent private sector entities for full utilization. He was touring the upgraded Kingston Container Limited, which is managed by Kingston Freeport Terminal Limited, under a 30-year concession agreement with government.
I think this is an example of how the process of divestment can increase the value of the asset that the government owns, because the government still owns the asset. Increase the operational efficiency and profitability of the asset for the country and for the persons who are operating it themselves, the concessionaires.
Mining Minister Robert Montague announced this week that entities in Jamaica can freely do business with Windalco without the threat of sanctions. The assurance follows the United States government's decision to lift the sanctions imposed on UC Rizal, the majority owner of the Windalco bauxite plant in St. Catherine.
This, Mr. Speaker, is positive news for the government and people of Jamaica. It is positive news for Windalco and its over 1,000 employees who had faced an uncertain future when the sanctions were initially announced. It is positive news for Jamaican companies and individuals that conduct business with Windalco. It is indeed positive news for the economy.
In other news, the Portfolio Minister has ordered the Jamaica Bauxite Institute, JBI, to conduct an audit of the country's mud lakes. Minister Robert Montague says the audit should assess the strength of the mud lakes' walls so that there are no breaches of groundwater systems. Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Darrell Vaz, says a plastic bottle deposit refund scheme is to be operational between April and June this year. Customers will receive $1 for every plastic bottle returned.
The government will monitor the implementation of the deposit refund scheme to ensure accountability and transparency, and if deemed necessary, promulgate legislation to govern the scheme. Unrefunded deposits will be used to maintain the deposit refund scheme, as well as to provide support to the National Solid Waste Management Authority in its effort to improve the island's waste management infrastructure.
The Jamaica Productivity Center and JAMPRO have signed a Memorandum of Understanding to offer support to 50 companies within the micro, small and medium-sized enterprise MSME sector.
The JPC will work with 50 export-ready firms for the next 3 years under the JAMPRO Export Max 3 program. The objective is to build their capacity and productivity skills.
The Education Ministry has made a submission to the Public Investment Management Secretariat to build 17 new schools across the island.
And PIM-C will make the final decision, and then as funds are available, the projects will be approved. We have to make sure there are enough institutions, publicly funded institutions, so no child will be left behind.
The rehabilitated New Market Road in northwest St. Elizabeth is now opened after a $320 million project to upgrade the corridor.
The road has to be maintained by the government and the people, because it is the government and the people that is going to use the road. And therefore it is your responsibility as a Jamaican, because if every day we have to come back and spend money on this road, we won't have no money to spend on any other road.
And a taxi operator registry is being developed to act as a reference point for persons who employ taxi operators. The registry will provide information on the driver as well as his or her driving and employment history.
We are gathering the information as to the amount of accidents, the amount of points, their driving experience, the experience that the employer would have had with them. So when they turn up to another person, the person would call Transport Authority to say, can you give me a background on this particular driver? Their driving history, their accident history, etc., etc.
And those were some of the stories making news this week. I'm Andre Palmer.
Mosquitoes can spread diseases such as dengue fever. Common symptoms of dengue include fever, severe headache, pain behind the eyes, muscle pain, joint pain, skin rash, nausea, and vomiting. If you feel you have dengue fever, visit your doctor or health center, rest, drink lots of fluids, use only paracetamol for pain. Do not take aspirin or other painkillers. Protect yourself from dengue and other mosquito-borne diseases. A message from the Ministry of Health.
Arm yourself with information on a health issue that has been affecting our nation, dengue. Find out what you can do to stop the spread of this virus next.
Welcome to Get the Facts. I'm Enthros Campbell. Today we're discussing dengue fever. Our resource person is Chief Medical Officer of the Ministry of Health, Dr. Jacqueline Biseso-McKenzie. Stay with us and get the facts. Welcome to the program, Dr. Biseso-McKenzie.
Thank you.
Right, so the government has confirmed a dengue outbreak. What does that mean?
Well, first of all,
I would say that dengue is endemic to Jamaica. What that means is that since 1977, when dengue was introduced into the island, we have been having cases every year. So we have cases every year and throughout the year. However, for the year, there are times at which there are more dengue cases because there are times that the dengue virus, which is carried by the Aedes aegypti mosquito, the Aedes aegypti breeds and become more frequent, more in number at certain times of the year. And so therefore from August to December each year we have more cases of dengue in keeping with more mosquito being around. Now, so therefore if we look from January to December, we have what we call a seasonal pattern where the numbers go down March, April, May, and then they start going back up. August to November, we peak about November, and then we come back down. Now, so at different times of the year, the numbers are dependent on the time of the year. When we have an outbreak is when we have more than is expected for that time period. Okay. So in December of 2018, we had more than was expected for December 2018.
Yes. To go back a little, you said it is endemic to Jamaica. Tell us, what do you mean by that?
That means that the virus is here in the country. It doesn't have to be brought in by anybody for us to get a case of dengue here. And it is endemic here. It is here because the mosquito that the virus lives in, multiplies in, is here in the country, which is the Aedes aegypti mosquito.
Right. So some months we have more cases than others. Who decides on the cases, and what are the methods of testing to confirm cases?
Okay. Well, because we have the cases right throughout the year, we have what we call a surveillance system in the country where we depend on clinicians in the field all across the island to report in whenever they have certain illnesses. So certain illnesses are what we call reportable illnesses. They are illnesses that we have a concern about to know when the cases are rising. Dengue is one of those. So the physicians, they make a notification to the Ministry of Health so we can track how much is happening throughout the year. When we see those numbers going up, then we are looking to see, is it above what is expected for that time of the year? Yes. Now, how do we? So that is how we get a notification that I, as a clinician out there, I see a case, it's fever, joint pain, and I think this is dengue. I make a notification to the ministry. Now, when the ministry gets that notification, it looks at the case and it says, does what the doctor described meet what we call dengue? Does it meet the definition? If it does, then it is a suspected case of dengue. Now, our numbers in terms of what we consider to be an outbreak is dependent on the suspected cases. It is not dependent on confirmation. Confirmation let us be sure that this is in fact dengue, because a lot of viral illnesses look alike. And so you have Zika, you have chikungunya, you have influenza. Different viruses look the same. And so therefore the confirmation is really about making sure. But the actual, to say that we have dengue, we base that on the clinical findings, what is reported, and what is called a suspected case.
Okay, because there is this quick test that some doctors do. Is that accepted as confirming a case? We have
different tests for dengue that we use to say if it is dengue or not. Now, when a patient develops dengue, there are different phases of the illness. And the test that is done is dependent on the phase of the illness. And that is why we cannot depend on the confirmation. Because in the first 5 days of the fever, so we call day 1 when the person develops a fever. The fever usually lasts about 5 to 7 days. During that period, that first period of the illness, you can pick up the virus in the blood. And so you can test for the virus. Now, of course, if the patient presents to the doctor after the fever has gone, then there's a likelihood that the virus will not be picked up. And you test for what we call an antibody, which is the body's reaction to the virus. So dependent on when the test is done, you can say if dengue is there or if it is suspected. Now, the tests that the doctors have, those tests in the panel that they have tests for 3 different things. It tests for the antibodies, 2 different types of antibodies, and it tests for the virus as well. Now, the 2 different types of antibodies, one of them called IgG, is there once you have had dengue. If you had it when you were a child and you are 25 now, if you test it, it's going to be IgG positive. It does not mean you're having dengue now, okay? So it depends, using that test, the doctor has to be very careful to look how many of the 3 things that they test for are positive. Because if it's only 1, we cannot rely on that. But if 2 or more is positive, then it is a better test to say that, yes, this could be dengue.
So once I have dengue, that's it, I won't ever have it, or that strain.
There are 4 types of dengue.
Yes.
And once you get 1 type, as far as we know now, you will not get that 1 type again. But you can get the other types. And what is important to note is that after getting dengue the first time, the repeated infections tend to be more severe.
Okay, we take a break now. When we come back, we look at the illness and what government is doing to counter this problem.
Mosquitoes can spread diseases such as dengue fever. Protect yourself from mosquito bites. Use a mosquito repellent that contains DEET. Sleep under a mosquito net, close windows before dark, open windows and doors during fogging, cover your body as much as possible, and wear light-colored clothing. Protect yourself from dengue and other mosquito-borne diseases. Do your part to prevent mosquito breeding in your surroundings. A message from the Ministry of Health.
Welcome back. We're talking dengue today, and our resource person is Chief Medical Officer, Ministry of Health, Dr. Jacqueline Bisesa McKenzie. Doc, let us start now with the disease itself. We know it is transmitted by the Aedes aegypti mosquito. Tell us about the transmission.
Okay, so the Aedes aegypti mosquito, first of all, they live for about a month, okay? During that time, the female mosquito will lay eggs about 5 to 6 times. And each time it lays about 300 eggs. Now, the female mosquito will bite persons in order to get blood, in order to have her eggs. Now, when the mosquito bites you, then if the mosquito is infected with the dengue virus, then it takes you about 5 to 7 days for you to develop this illness. And the illness is usually a mild illness. For about more than 70% of patients, it's a mild illness that will present with fever, joint pains, headaches, pain behind the eye, nausea, vomiting, and most of it will resolve within 5 to 7 days. However, there are some cases that will move into a more severe phase, which is called severe dengue. Now, there are warning signs that persons who have dengue can look out for to see, am I developing severe dengue, or is there a possibility? And those symptoms include if you have persistent vomiting, meaning that you have about 3 to 4 episodes of vomiting in the hour, that's persistent vomiting. If you have belly pain, if you have any signs such as persistent restlessness, listlessness, tiredness, and you're not feeling better. After about 5 days, the fever is settling down, but instead of you're getting better, you're getting worse. These are all warning signs.
Of the severe case.
Of a severe
dengue.
Of severe dengue.
Yes.
And also, importantly, we also look out for a rash. Some persons will have a rash, and that rash may actually be tiny little bleeding spots under the skin. Okay? So if we have any of those, then we should seek medical attention, because at that point, you need to be monitored. You need to be monitored closely to make sure that you're well hydrated,
Yes.
and you also be monitored to make sure that there are no signs of any bleeding.
So who's most at risk for the severe case of dengue?
Well,
if any person.
The presentation of dengue can be quite variable. Of course, the very young, the very old, persons who have a decrease in their immunity, persons who are sick with chronic illnesses are more likely to develop severe cases of dengue and of any illness because your body has less ability to respond. Okay? We have illnesses also that compromise your ability to clot. Okay? So if you have any of those illnesses, if you have like blood diseases or diseases that you are on medication to prevent clotting, then of course it will make you more likely to bleed. And so therefore you will tend to get a more severe cases. Or sicklers also tend to be at risk. So we have the very young or sicklers in particular. Those are the cases that we have to look out for.
Right. So tell us what we should do when we see these signs, when we notice these signs.
When we see, first of all, if we suspect that we have dengue, most cases you can manage at home. If it's just fever and headache, most people will take Panadol, paracetamol or Cetamol, and they will feel much better. If you are not getting better, then you should see your physician. And this does not mean necessarily at the hospital. You can go to your health center or you can see your general practitioner. Now, your general practitioner or the person in your health center will tell you what are the signs to look out for. If you have any of those warning signs that we mentioned, then you should be in a facility that you can be monitored.
Yes.
Now, we can monitor some patients in the health centers, but most of the cases that we would need to monitor would need to be in the hospitals. Right. Okay?
Are we seeing an increase in the cases of dengue or severe dengue at this point?
Well, we are seeing an increase in the number of cases, and that is why we are persistent in our messaging. And we are persistent in trying to get rid of the breeding sites for the mosquito. We have seen an increase in the number of severe cases of dengue for this outbreak. And of course, the warning signs in particular that we want persons to look out for to ensure that they reach the hospital early. Now, the course of the illness while you are in hospital, we have to remember that it's mostly a monitoring and intervening if we see anything that is happening. There is no cure for dengue. So therefore, the only cure you can have is not to get dengue in the first place.
How can we help that?
Well, the mosquito, very, very simple. The message has been out there all year that you have to reduce the breeding sites of the mosquito. This mosquito is a mosquito that likes to be around people. It needs our blood in order to reproduce. And therefore, it is around your house, in your immediate surroundings, that they will breed. So you need to look for anywhere that there is water, stagnant water, that the mosquito can breed in. So if it is in the plants, in the tiles around the houses, certain plants themselves will accumulate water. Persons need to make it a habit that every week they go around the house and they look for these breeding sites. Shrubs, when the grass is growing up, the moisture accumulates there and the mosquito will breed. Garbage, it is very important to remove all the garbage from around the house because the mosquitoes will breed in the containers that are there. So it's very, very important for the individual, the household member, to take an active part because, as I said, once you get dengue, the severity of the illness we cannot predict. The course of the illness we cannot stop. We can only monitor and treat what we see happening. We have to wait out the course of the illness. Prevent it, you must prevent yourself from getting bitten.
Right, and it is a fact that the severe case of dengue can lead to death.
Severe case of dengue can lead to a decrease in the blood supply to vital organs in the body that can cause failure of those organs, the kidneys. It can cause problems with the heart, with the brain, with the liver, and it can cause severe bleeding that can lead to death.
Yes. So tell us about the government's initiatives to combat the cases as much as
So the ministry has been working We have been very, very active since the beginning of last year in terms of the public education program. The main thrust is towards preventing the breeding of the mosquito. Yes. And so therefore we have to make sure that the public is aware. Our main campaign has been to get into the households, in the premises, into the communities. We have been engaging what we call vector control workers since July last year. And this was not just last year, because previously this was really as a intervention for Zika. We never stopped after Zika. The ministry has its regular routine program that goes from month to month. But at the start of the rainy season, we have an enhanced program that we bring in more people to be out there. And they go into the communities, they search for the breeding sites, they destroy the breeding sites by putting pellets in the water to destroy the larvae. And of course, we do the fogging to destroy the adult mosquitoes. We have been working with our partners such as USAID. The Red Cross has come on board to have more persons out there. We're working with the HOPE program to get more persons on the ground into the communities. Our regular program would have ended in December when we would have slowed down. Because we are in an outbreak, we have engaged more people to continue this thrust towards education and towards searching and destroying the breeding sites. We also have to say that in terms of the vector control work, we have engaged more private facilities, more vehicles to get fogging done, to go into all the communities. We have engaged quite a lot of persons to be out there to be doing all of this vector control work. We have been working as well with other partners such as PAHO, who are helping us with training and with building our laboratory support in terms of being able to do the testing. The CDC as well has been helping us with testing. Our local persons, including the National Works agencies, are helping with the cleaning of the drains, and the National Solid Waste Management Company, who is also doing the removal of garbage from the areas. So a lot of persons have come on board and have been on board continuously to help us with fighting this problem.
Thank you, Chief Medical Officer, Ministry of Health, Dr. Jacqueline Bisesa McKenzie. There you have it, the facts on dengue. Now it's time for you to do your part. See you next time.
Cancer, stress, high blood pressure. Guard yourself against these potentially deadly conditions by eating healthy. Give your body long life with foods such as low-fat milk, dried and fresh peas and beans, unsalted nuts and seeds, fresh vegetables, fruits and coconut water, and eliminate processed seasonings such as seasoning salt, soy sauces and ketchup. When it comes to meats, remember to remove the skin to reduce the intake of fats and oils. Meats should also be baked, steamed, grilled or roasted. Fish is also a preferred protein option. To eat healthy, fill your body with a variety of foods from all the food groups. And remember, eat at a slow pace and in small bites to help aid digestion. This helps to maintain a healthy, balanced and nutritious diet, strengthening your body to ward off illness and prolong life.
This is where my sojourn with you ends today. Share this and other edition of Jamaica Magazine with friends and family. Just visit our YouTube page and send a link. Also, we love to see those likes. So stop by our social media pages and give us a thumbs up. I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thanks for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
Adam and Eve Day Spa and Salon plans to indulge you this Valentine's Day. Ah yes, drift away, cocoon your body in rich chocolatey goodness, add a massage or a facial in our executive suite. Try out our rainforest water massage to ignite your experience. Do your hair or a couple's mani-pedi. Treat your taste buds to succulent chocolate treats. Come, be pampered. Call us at 754-6018 or visit us at 22 Bago Avenue, New Kingston. Give the gift of love. Give Adam and Eve. Gift certificates available.
Along with a solid foundation, another important part to any dwelling is the roof, as this is what will shelter you from the elements. And that's what we'll be discussing today on our two-part series on building with Matalan Roofing. Don't go anywhere. Home Sweet Home, we'll be right back. Good, I'm Jody.
Peter.
Nice to meet you.
How was it?
Thank you. I'm here with Peter Matalan, Managing Director of Matalan Roofing. Hi, Peter.
How are you?
Tell me a little bit about your company and the affiliation with Matalan Homes.
Matalan Roofing was formed out of our need for a turnkey roofing business. Based on what we found as a void in the market in our Matalan Homes business for a turnkey provider to supply roofing products. Typically in Jamaica, what we have found is there are roofing suppliers of roofing product, and then there are installers that are recommended but not really backed by the roofing supplier of product. What that does is it leaves the customer dealing with an installer and not necessarily a reputable roofing company that can back and warrant the products that they are actually putting on your roof. And the truth of the matter is that most of the products that are in the market are all good products. Where the problem is usually is the installation. So we felt the need to supply a turnkey product to a customer where a customer could feel comfortable dealing with a reputable company that they know will stand behind their product and behind their installation. So in the event that they have a problem, we're here.
Now, who does your company appeal to? Individuals, contractors, developers?
Everybody.
Everybody?
Everybody.
As long as you need a roof.
Once we will do from a small gazebo to a housing project of 1,000 houses. No job is too small for us. We are poised to be the, eventually the leader in the roofing business.
What are some of the factors that consumers should consider when picking a roof?
Well, number one is the substructure, ensuring that the substructure is sound. It has been designed and engineered properly for the type of roof that they're planning to use. Then, based on the slope of the roof, etc., or weather, where you're just the type of product that you want to install. Slope is very important. You need to make sure that you're using you have a proper slope for the type of product you're planning to use. Your underlayment, ensuring that your underlayment is properly installed. Your rafter spacings are sound. There are a host of issues that you need to to really pay attention to.
But you will do a site visit, because this jargon to me, you'll do a site visit and you would explain exactly what you just...
Absolutely. We'll meet with the client, we'll show them what the options are, we'll do an evaluation of the substructure, we will give them our recommendations for, you know, exactly based on what they want. We work very closely with our customers. Yeah, it's not a, we're not a hands-off, we're exactly the opposite. We're a very hands-on supplier, and we'll visit the site, we'll do your takeoffs, we will discuss your options, we will do an evaluation of your substructure. If we find areas that require, you know, addressing, we also have the ability to deal with those.
What do I want to look for other than pricing? You know, you're speaking about the rafters, the spacing, you know.
Most of our roofing product, or our roofing products can be pretty much utilized on a variety of roofs. Once you start to reduce the slope of the roof, that's when you have to consider, really start to consider the type of roofing that you're going to use. For instance, a metal tile roof, you would try and avoid on, you know, anything that is below 9%. Once you start to get to a 9%, you really want to consider a continuous sheeting roof, which is our standing seam product. However, you know, outside of that, pretty much it really is left to the aesthetics of the unit or the house. It depends on what the customer likes, depends on the architecture of the house. But we carry a wide range of products to satisfy anything that you may want. However, that being said, what we have really invested in a big way and in terms of the technology is our standing seam product. Because I believe that standing seam is the future of roofing for our country. The beauty of standing seam is it has absolutely no exposed fasteners to the elements. So it is a continuous roof from ridge to eave with nothing penetrating the actual panel.
So this is great for where we are in terms of hurricanes?
Absolutely. It is a no-nonsense, very aesthetically pleasing, secure roof that you can feel very comfortable with it above your head.
At the end of the day, why should consumers come to Matalan Roofing?
One, we know what we're doing. We don't cut corners. We have, again, as I said, invested very, very heavily in technology. We're very customer friendly when it comes to trying to ensure that the customer gets their best value for money. But at the same time, we are not prepared to cut corners. I am not going to compromise the quality or the integrity of a roofing product to get a job. If I don't feel comfortable in, you know, what the customer requires, I'm just not going to do the job. So you can feel very confident that you're going to get a fair price for a top-class product and that we are here to back up any problem that you may have. That's our reputation, and that means more to me than anything you can imagine.
Peter, thank you very much. I look forward to going around and seeing all the products you just spoke about and seeing some of the roofing options available to consumers.
Thank you. And Andrew will be more than happy to show you around and give you a detailed tour and show you all of our equipment and products and give you all the technical jargon that goes along with it.
Thank you. And when we return, we'll be talking to CEO of Matalan Roofing, Andrew Matalan. Don't go anywhere. Home sweet home. We'll be right back.
This is Weekend Business Report. Economic windfall.
Unsecured loans.
Alleged corruption.
Follows the closure. If they made this investment.
Brokers
strive to increase revenues.
He sought some answers.
Financial meltdown.
Here are the week's final
Here's
numbers.
Garth.
News Roundup.
Camille, it's back to you.
That's Weekend Business Report with me, Keneal Gale. Saturdays and Sundays.
Adam and Eve Day Spa and Salon plans to indulge you this Valentine's Day. Ah yes, drift away, cocoon your body in rich chocolatey goodness, add a massage or a facial in our executive suite. Try out our rainforest water massage to ignite your experience. Do your hair or a couple's mani-pedi. Treat your taste buds to succulent chocolate treats. Come, be pampered. Call us at 754-6018 or visit us at 20 Tobago Avenue, New Kingston. Give the gift of love. Give Adam and Eve. Gift certificates available.
Have you seen it? It's BATV Live. Live streams of business news weekdays at 7:30 p.m. Stay on point Thursdays at 8 p.m. with our Business Current Affairs show. And Weekend Business Report Saturdays at 7:30 p.m. wherever you are. Log on to our Facebook page at Business Access TV or visit our website at batvja.com. Live and at your fingertips. Business Access TV, serious about business.
Having a corporate event, seminar, awards show, conference, product launch, workshop or expo? Business Access TV is here to showcase your event. Contact our sales department at 908-0919, 906-6357 or 908-2775 for more information. Business Access TV, serious about business.
Welcome back. I'm here with Andrew Matalon, CEO of Matalon Roofing. Andrew, tell us about your range of products and what you offer here at Matalon Roofing.
We offer a full range of roofing solutions. We can start with our Pride and Joy, our flagship product, which is standing seam. We've invested very heavily to produce this. All state-of-the-art equipment from overseas. Everything's computer generated. Every bend, as you can see here, is down to the precise millimeter. Roofing-wise, we feel as though this is the most secure roof available on the market. It feels as though it's a future, which is why we invested heavily into it.
Okay.
Next is our imported products from the States. It's All Met Roofing. Their parent company is Gerard Roofing, which is what it's known as in the States. It's a stone-coated metal tile. We offer two different profiles, which is a barrel vault, which is similar to like a clay tile type of look, and a canyon shake profile, which is a shingle type of look. The beauty with this is it's extremely, extremely durable. It has a 40-year warranty by the manufacturer that the stones won't drop off, anything like that. There's a lot of these on the market. Our stone-coated metal tile is the only one that's backed by Miami-Dade County, and every panel on the back has a stamp saying Miami-Dade certified. So, and you know the big hurricanes that go there, have been there in the past. The next product that we offer is our product out of Belgium, also a stone-coated product, and then a powder-coated product. The price of this is lower than this, but there's nothing wrong with the quality. We always offer the best quality no matter what, because our name means a lot to us, so we're not going to sell an inferior product just to make the sale. Everything that we offer is top of the line. Even though it's a lower price point, it doesn't mean that the
So what would be the
quality is
difference between these two?
All Met is out of the USA, like I said. Twin Tile is out of Belgium. They're both 26 gauge. The only difference between the Twin Tile is the powder-coated version. So you have a stone-coated and you also have a powder-coated as well.
Okay, so you have more of a range with
Correct.
the...
Well, I mean, all of our products, we have a range. For these two profiles, we carry 7 colors stock for the shake and 5 colors stock for the barrel vault.
Okay.
So this actually has more variety than these do.
Okay.
So this is a full-size tile of the All Met product, and then these are just the different color varieties that we have. So I just wanted you to get an idea of the size of the tile. Other than that, we have our asphalt shingle. So we offer a whole broad range from high end all the way down to lower end.
Okay.
Our standing seam product began with 7 stock colors. Now we have 9. None of our competitors have a variety like that readily available in the island.
Oh wow, okay. Do you manufacture all of your roofing solutions?
No, we only manufacture our standing seam product. As I said before, we invested heavily in the state-of-the-art machinery for that. So seeing as though that's our flagship, then we just manufacture that. All the other processes for the different tiles it depends on chemicals, so the stones don't drop off.
Right.
We don't get into all of that. We just want to focus mostly on standing seam, but we also offer a variety of other solutions as well.
Do you offer roofing accessories?
We have roofing accessories for all our different systems. We also have the ability to manufacture accessories, trims, gutters, valleys. We also carry waterproofing membranes, and we just recently got into lumber sales, which is very competitively priced. So we're looking to be your next lumber warehouse as well. Okay. So any roofing accessory you need, nails, screws, we have everything. Your one-stop shop.
I was just about to say.
For all your needs.
How does Matalon Roofing stand up to our weather systems here in Jamaica?
All roofs are susceptible to storms. It all comes down to the installation and the technique. If a roof is installed properly, it should have no issues. All roofing systems have their pros and their cons. We feel as though our standing seam line is the most durable, most secure roof available on the market. We believe it's the future of roofing. There's no penetration of the panels, everything's hidden. There's nowhere for the water to get in as long as installation is done properly.
How precise are your measurements, and why would this be so important to a client?
We've added the tagline precision at a new height underneath our logo for a reason. Everything that we do, we want to make sure it's meticulous. In the end, it helps the client have cost savings. So whether it's off of a drawing, whether it's off of an actual measurement, everything's input into our computer software that estimates the exact amount of roof down to the last screw. So the client benefits by not having extra wastage of product, anything like that. Okay. What we can do is we can go around outside to the factory and then show you the manufacturing process as well as all the different supplies in bulk.
Okay, awesome. After the break, we'll continue the conversation as we take a look at one of the many homes covered by Matalon Roofing. Don't go anywhere. Home Sweet Home. We'll be right back.
It's the only show that traces the steps of professionals.
From first and second form, I was involved in some club, some activity.
Then gives information on exactly how to get into that same career.
You do need a good grasp of English.
And know you can branch out into whatever area you want to.
Tune in every Tuesday at 8 p.m. for Career Moves and catch up on all our episodes at batvja.com.
Adam and Eve Day Spa and Salon plans to indulge you this Valentine's Day. Ah, yes, drift away, cocoon your body in rich chocolatey goodness. Add a massage or a facial in our executive suite. Try out our rainforest water massage to ignite your experience. Do your hair or a couple's mani-pedi. Treat your taste buds to succulent chocolate treats. Come, be pampered. Call us at 754-6018 or visit us at 20 Tobago Avenue, New Kingston. Give the gift of love. Give Adam and Eve. Gift certificates available.
Cameo brings the creative industries to life. Delighting creatives in different fields each week. Art.
My life turns art. I breathe, I eat art.
Fashion. Food.
Without a customer, we're nothing but four walls.
Music. Film. Cameo, only on Business Access TV.
Business current affairs you can relate to. Frank, credible discussion. On Point with Kalila Reynolds and Dennis Chung. Dissecting the issues, offering solutions to Jamaica's challenges. On Point, Thursdays at 8 p.m. on Business Access TV.
Okay, so Andrew, we're at the Wellwyn on Barbican Road in Kingston, and this is one of the projects that Matalon Roofing is finishing up, right?
This is the most recent development from Matalon Homes, 8 townhomes, 4 apartments. Typical things you can always expect for us: nice landscaping, pool, generator, all the amenities you need, and looks great.
Looks fabulous.
Yeah, so from beginning to end, just so happens we have Matalon Roofing that finished off the roof as well. So the construction side is always there, but now we have the complement of the roofing.
Okay, so earlier we saw the standing seam roof, and this is what it looks like installed?
This is a finished product. So if you can look, you see all around, it's very elegant, clean lines, looks very sophisticated and rich.
It looks a lot better. When I saw it, you know, on the shelf, yeah, okay, it looked nice, but this is very impressive. Tell me a little bit about the installation process.
Well, installation for any roof is very, very important. It has to be done or else your roof is going to blow off. Standing seam is extremely technical. So we brought in people to train all of our installers to make sure they're up to date with the most modern technical installation techniques. No, any average roofer Joe off the road can install standing seam roof. And you shouldn't put your trust in anyone to install any roof that's just off the road. You should have people that are certified, know what they're doing, and with us, our customer can be very confident in that.
Okay, so once a customer orders a standing seam roof, what is required of them?
So what they do, we send out our estimators, we send out our installers with them. They come, they do a final measurement, because every single panel is cut exactly to the frame of the roof. Once that's done, we run all the panels like you saw in the factory. They come in and install.
Okay. How long do you think that would take, maybe to do a roof like this, how long do you think that would take with the panels already cut and ready to go?
Just to install this roof takes a day. It's very, very time friendly, but it also depends on how complex the roof is. So if a roof has a lot of hips and valleys and stuff like that, then it takes a little more time.
And do you have a warranty on your roof?
So if we do the installations for our customers, we back our installation. So we'll offer you a warranty on it, and any issues that you have on the roof will come back. That's the beauty with us as well, because you have a reliable name, you know you can come to, you're not going to go to an installer and then 5 months down the road you can't find them and your whole roof is leaking. At least the customer can rest well knowing that the roof is installed and have someone to come fix if there's an issue.
No, with a solar panel, do you install those as well? Because if someone outside comes and puts a solar panel on, does that compromise the roof?
Solar panels are an afterthought. We don't install them, but we have special fixtures that go on them and we can assist and guide. I know Isratech does them well. They did it on a project for us and they know how to deal with the standing seam and the solar panels.
Now a roof like this on an apartment, how much do you think that would run for?
Pricing depends, again, on the complexity of the roofs. A simple roof like this, which isn't too complicated, costs about $250,000. Roofs are measured out in squares. So 1 square is 100 square foot. Our price on standing seam right now is $19,500 per square. So if you remember our stone-coated tile, that goes for about $21,000 a square. But you also have a roofing product, the asphalt shingle, which goes for about $13,000 a square. So standing seam falls in the middle of that. Yeah, so it's not your high end, not your low end, but it's reasonable.
And it looks good.
It looks good, exactly.
Okay, so customers decided they want to come to Matalan Roofing. They need a roof. What do they do?
The best thing to do is come down to the showroom or have one of our sales reps come and visit your site. Easy breezy, 1, 2, 3. They'll bring samples after the initial discussion. Take care of you from beginning to end. That's the beauty with us, a full turnkey product from start to end.
So all I need to know is I need a roof. I just call, go down to Matalan Roofing, and I'll get sorted out.
Very easily.
Okay, so from Matalan Flooring to Matalan Roofing, Matalan Homes does it all. And you have some of the features here. So let's take a look. I'd love to see the pool. It's so hot.
Sure.
Let's take a swim.
Let's go.
Oh, wow.
So as you mentioned before, from floor to roof, we have everything covered. So we have all-crete surfacing, which deals with all the decorative concrete that you see, pool decks, all the walkways, everything out there.
And that's it for this week's episode of Home Sweet Home, where we spoke extensively about roofing. I'm Jody. Take care.
Ready for cable for as little as $100? Ready for no monthly cable bill? Ready for 10 TV channels absolutely free? Then pick up our Ready TV box at authorized stores for $4,500. Hook it up to your TV set, then top it up with Ready Credit for 1, 7, or 30 days. Buy now and get $1,000 free Ready Credit and start watching your favorite shows. Pick it up, hook it up, top it up. Ready TV. Prepaid cable TV when you're ready. Now serving Kingston and St. Catherine. Limited time offer while stocks last. Conditions apply.
Business current affairs you can relate to. Frank, credible discussion. On Point with Kalila Reynolds and Dennis Chung. Dissecting the issues, offering solutions to Jamaica's challenges. On Point, Thursdays at 8 p.m. on Business Access TV.
Sundays at 4:30 p.m. It's all about Home Sweet Home. Get your half-hour dose of the business of real estate, from laws and concepts to reality, building, buying, or renting. Or what about trends in decor or renovations? Home Sweet Home will keep you up to date.
This is Weekend Business Report. Economic windfall.
Unsecured loans. Alleged corruption.
Follows the closure.
If they made this investment.
Brokers
strive to increase revenues.
He sought some answers.
Financial meltdown.
Here are the week's final Here's Gar. News Roundup.
Camille, it's back to you.
That's Weekend Business Report with me, Keneal Gale. Saturdays and Sundays.
Adam and Eve Day Spa and Salon plans to indulge you this Valentine's Day. Ah yes, drift away, cocoon your body in rich chocolatey goodness, add a massage or a facial in our executive suite. Try out our Rainforest Water Massage to ignite your experience. Do your hair or a couple's mani-pedi. Treat your taste buds to succulent chocolate treats. Come, be pampered. Call us at 754-6018 or visit us at 20 Tobago Avenue, New Kingston. Give the gift of love. Give Adam and Eve. Gift certificates available.
Have you seen it? It's BATV Live. Live streams of business news weekdays at 7:30 p.m. Stay on point Thursdays at 8 p.m. with our Business Current Affairs show. And Weekend Business Report Saturdays at 7:30 p.m. Wherever you are. Log on to our Facebook page at Business Access TV or visit our website at batvja.com. Live and at your fingertips. Business Access TV. Serious about business.
Having a corporate event, seminar, awards show, conference, product launch, workshop or expo? Business Access TV is here to showcase your event. Contact our sales department at 908-0919, 906-6357 or 908-2775 for more information. Business Access TV. Serious about business.
This week abroad. TNT defends approach to Venezuela's crisis. Maduro stands firm as pressure mounts on him to give up the presidency. Koreans hopeful for North-South economic collaboration. Hello and welcome to a new season of This Week Abroad. I'm Javon Keys. Let's go around the region. Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley says his country's only interest is to assist in quelling any chaos in Venezuela. Dr. Rowley sought to refute claims that his government's non-interventionist approach to the political turmoil in Venezuela was an effort to protect the gas deal signed between Trinidad and Tobago and Venezuela.
The myopic, treacherous politics that is causing people in Trinidad to be forever talking about jargon. The jargon gas is 200 scuffs as compared to our 4 billion. It's not a major thing for us at this stage. It is, we don't have it, so you can't lose what you don't have. What it does is open a door which we never had, a door to accessing gas from our neighbor.
Young small business owners in the Bahamas should have access to some $9 million in loans. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance Dr. Peter Turnquest on Wednesday announced a partnership with financial institutions including Scotiabank, RBC, the Bahamas Entrepreneurial Venture Fund and the Bahamas Development Bank. Mr. Turnquest says the financing will range from $20 to about $100,000 US.
And this means access to money from investors in exchange for a share of the company, and the Bahamas Joint Venture Capital Fund will speak to that. For a small business, the investors would become a minority partner until the business matures and the investors can be bought out. The target range for this form of capital financing is approximately $20,000 to $50,000, but can go up to $100,000.
Mr. Turnquest says the program aims not only to provide financing, but to ensure businesses have all the tools they need to be successful. In the meantime, Mr. Turnquest says they're also looking to provide farm insurance. This should make it easier for farmers to receive financing.
Because we recognize that it's very difficult to get funding for a farm, for instance, because of the vulnerability of where we live. So we are looking at crop insurance programs that will help to even out and take out some of that risk that exists. And I think that is going to be a tremendous advantage to the average farmer in terms of getting the financing to expand and to make their farms really commercial that they need.
Now over in Guyana, 64 low-income housing applicants were given housing lots in Region 3 West Bank Demerara last week. Each lot was valued at $500,000, or is valued rather at $500,000. Minister of Housing Valerie Adams-Yearwood says more solutions will come on stream soon, but they'll be for middle-income earners.
Shortly, we will be coming back and we're developing 4 areas in Region 3. Edinburgh, Cornelia Ida, Stewartville.
Meanwhile, some $15 billion of possible funds owed to the Guyana Revenue Authority, GRA, is pending in court. The Commissioner General of the GRA, Godfrey Stacia, says despite the high non-compliance rate, seizing assets is a last resort.
We try to work along with the taxpayer for them to pay. So basically, taking away assets from a taxpayer is the last resort.
He points out that the authority has been extremely lenient with tax evaders.
Taxpayers that we have found that have evaded the taxes, we rarely move against them. I mean, to seize their assets. We work with them to try for them to pay their taxes. And taxation and evasion actually is a much, a bigger crime than non-payment of taxes.
Despite this leniency, there continues to be a high rate of non-compliance. And please don't go away. When we come back, Maduro stands firm against external pressure to give up the Venezuelan presidency. More TWA when we return.
All human life is precious. Respect life. No more senseless killings. No more.
Have you seen it? It's BATV Live. Live streams of business news weekdays at 7:30 p.m. Stay on point Thursdays at 8 p.m. with our Business Current Affairs show. And Weekend Business Report Saturdays at 7:30 p.m. wherever you are. Log on to our Facebook page at Business Access TV or visit our website at batvja.com. Live and at your fingertips. Business Access TV. Serious about business.
Cameo brings the creative industries to life. Highlighting creatives in different fields each week. Art.
My life turns art. I breathe, I eat art.
Fashion. Food.
Without a customer, we're nothing but four walls.
Music. Film. Cameo, only on Business Access TV.
Welcome back to This Week Abroad. Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro has rejected an ultimatum from European countries to call snap elections. The European leaders told Maduro that he had until last Sunday to declare fresh presidential elections. Meanwhile, opposition leader Juan Guaido, who declared himself Venezuela's interim president, has taken the middle ground as to whether or not he'll support U.S. military intervention in Venezuela. Here are two of the many stories which came out of Venezuela last week.
As the clock struck midnight on Monday, the deadline set by several EU countries for Nicolas Maduro to call fresh elections expired. Despite the pressure, the Venezuelan president has defiantly rejected the ultimatum.
We don't accept ultimatums from anyone. It's like if I told the European Union, I give you 7 days to recognize the Republic of Catalonia, and if you don't, we're going to take measures. No, international politics can't be based on ultimatums. That was the era of empires and colonies.
President Maduro had harsher, if not menacing, words for the United States, suggesting that he and the Venezuelan people would be prepared to respond to any attempt to overthrow him.
People are already arming themselves, armed from the professional, institutional, and constitutional point of view. If you want peace, as an old saying goes, prepare for war. I like to say it in another way. If you want peace, prepare to defend it. We're preparing to defend the right to peace.
The Venezuelan president nonetheless said he remains open to dialogue. 7 countries, Germany, France, Britain, Spain, Portugal, the Netherlands, and Belgium, are now expected to recognize Juan Guaido as interim president of Venezuela. This until elections are held. Smaller EU members, however, have adopted a more cautious approach, avoiding using the word recognize in their statements. It comes as the EU announced that a newly formed international contact group of European and Latin American countries will hold talks in Uruguay on Thursday to address the Venezuela crisis, an initiative Nicolas Maduro has said he supports.
Washington says that all options are on the table. Would you support a U.S. military intervention if all else fails?
We will do everything possible so that in the shortest time possible, with the least social cost, we can generate stability and governability in the country to attend the humanitarian emergency, to reactivate production in the country, and to achieve freedom in Venezuela.
But you're not ruling it out, are you?
We're going to do everything possible, everything we have to do, with the 5 variables that I mentioned. Generate governability, stability, the lowest social impact possible, looked after the humanitarian emergency, and reactivate the economy to generate jobs and public services for our citizens and steer Venezuela towards democracy.
Russia, Uruguay, and Mexico are offering to mediate in this conflict, and the European Union, for example, is proposing a 90-day period to bring both sides together in order to reach a peaceful settlement to this confrontation. Why is that unacceptable to you?
Here there are not 2 conflicting sides, but what we have is an entire country that wants change, and a very tiny group that sustains itself with weapons stolen from the Republic, and with constant threats against the same army that sustains them, and a citizenship that is massacred. I understand the very good intentions of Mexico and Uruguay, and I understand the ultimatum the European Union has given Maduro. The opposition has been willing to negotiate. We tried everything. We have voted, we have abstained, we've gone on hunger strikes, we have protested, and they have killed us.
But what if Maduro agreed, under all this pressure, to hold elections, but while still in office, internationally supervised, transparent, under conditions that everyone could agree to? Would you allow that to happen? Would you agree?
The cessation of the usurper regime, a transition government, and free elections. Everything within that framework can be discussed.
And please don't go away. We go further abroad in a bit. But first, here's a look at how some of the major international commodities ended trading last week. And coming up, Koreans are anxious for inter-Korean collaboration. More TWA when we come back.
There's only one recommendation for funding that is ever going to come from me, and that is funding from a bank.
This is the cost to build, and it includes every nail and screw for the building.
Our motto is building communities, building a nation.
Get in the know with the world of real estate with Business Access TV's Home Sweet Home, Sundays at 4:30 p.m.
Cameo brings the creative industries to life. Highlighting creatives in different fields each week. Art.
My life runs art. I breathe, I eat art.
Fashion. Food.
Without a customer, we're nothing but 4 walls.
Music. Film. Cameo, only on Business Access TV.
Adam and Eve Day Spa and Salon plans to indulge you this Valentine's Day. Ah yes, drift away, cocoon your body in rich chocolatey goodness, add a massage or a facial in our executive suite. Try out our rainforest water massage to ignite your experience. Do your hair or a couple's mani-pedi. Treat your taste buds to succulent chocolate treats. Come, be pampered. Call us at 754-6018 or visit us at 20 Tobago Avenue, New Kingston. Give the gift of love. Give Adam and Eve. Gift certificates available.
We are back with another exciting, innovative and inspiring season.
It takes a lot of stick-to-itiveness, being consistent and persistent in whatever you're doing. That's the bottom line.
Business exists to add value to people's lives. And if we're not doing that, might as well lock down the store and just call it a day.
It's a season 3 of Creating Wealth, Mondays at 8 p.m. on Business Access TV.
Ready for cable for as little as $100? Ready for no monthly cable bill? Ready for 10 TV channels absolutely free? Then pick up our Ready TV box at authorized stores for $4,500. Hook it up to your TV set, then top it up with Ready Credit for 1, 7 or 30 days. Buy now and get $1,000 free Ready Credit and start watching your favorite shows. Pick it up, hook it up, top it up. Ready TV. Prepaid cable TV when you're ready. Now serving Kingston and St. Catherine. Limited time offer while stocks last. Conditions apply.
Having a corporate event, seminar, awards show, conference, products launch, workshop or expo? Business Access TV is here to showcase your event. Contact our sales department at 908-0919, 906-6357 or 908-2775 for more information. Business Access TV, serious about business.
This is Weekend Business Report. Economic windfall.
Unsecured loans. Alleged corruption.
Follows the closure.
If they made this investment.
Brokers
strive to increase revenues.
He sought some answers. Financial meltdown. Here are the week's final. Here's Garth. News Roundup. Camille, it's back to you. That's Weekend Business Report with me, Camille Gale. Saturdays and Sundays.
Cameo brings the creative industries to life, highlighting creatives in different fields each week. Art.
My life surrounds art. I breathe, I eat art.
Fashion. Food.
Without a customer, we're nothing but four walls.
Music. Film. Cameo, only on Business Access TV.
Welcome back to This Week Abroad. The UK's Prime Minister says she is committed to preventing the creation of a hard border between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. Theresa May attempted to reassure residents about her Brexit plan. Here's more.
Northern Ireland has the UK's only land border with the European Union, and the businesses of this province are feeling the uncertainty over Brexit more acutely than most. Theresa May promised an unshakable commitment to avoiding a hard border.
Northern Ireland does not have to rely on the Irish government or the European Union to prevent a return to borders of the past. The UK government will not let that happen. I will not let that happen.
Theresa May's speech offered reassurances that the business leaders here found less than reassuring, and there were no new specifics about what alternative arrangements might be found to the Northern Ireland backstop. The biggest fear is a no deal.
We cannot sleepwalk into a no-deal situation, so and our businesses across the UK are not prepared for a no-deal situation, so I don't think anyone can really prepare. It's very difficult to prepare for what would a no-deal look like.
If it doesn't work, then we have to go back and ask the politicians to, what is going to work and what is the compromise solution, and they've all committed, and everybody doesn't want to see a border back in Northern Ireland, so they have to come up with that solution if her efforts in Europe don't succeed this week.
If there is a hard border, what you're talking about is the systematic integration of a supply chain that is being built up, not over 20 years of peace, but over 40 years of membership of the EU.
Theresa May will go to Brussels later this week, determined to avoid a hard border. And the EU has the same determination, but each has very different ideas on how to guarantee that outcome. Paul Brennan, Al Jazeera, Belfast.
Expedia and Trivago are among 6 online hotel booking sites that will be making changes to end misleading sales tactics and hidden charges. The move comes after a probe by a competition watchdog. Booking.com, Agada, Hotels.com and eBookers were also investigated by the Competition and Markets Authority after it raised serious concerns over tactics used in the sector. More in this report.
I'm Captain Obvious, and this is Rav from Reading.
The springboard for millions of holidays.
Hotel, Trivago.
But today, competition officials reached agreement with 6 of the biggest hotel booking sites after concern that consumers may have been misled. Holidaymaker Kate Baines feels accommodation sites all too often use sneaky tactics.
Even though it was quite a way away, it was saying only 1 room available, only 2 rooms available. They do this a lot, and I think that puts pressure on the buyer to go via them, because if you really want to go somewhere, you don't want to lose that booking.
6 top hotel booking sites have voluntarily agreed to change some of their ways to limit pressure selling. If sites say other consumers are looking at the same hotel, they should make clear they may be searching different dates. When it comes to discount claims, sites should not compare higher weekend rates with weekday, and there should be no hidden charges such as taxes or booking fees. Competition watchdogs made this video publicising concerns, but they started the investigation back in 2017 and have now given the sites even more time to comply with today's agreement.
We've given them till the 1st of September to be fully compliant. If they're not, of course, we can take legal action to secure compliance.
But doesn't this mean that people booking this summer won't have the reassurance that the rules are being obeyed?
We really do expect the sites to move as quickly as possible, and we understand that some of them are already implementing the changes straight away.
Not all the booking sites engaged in all the practices officials disapproved of, and the sites told us there's no admission of wrongdoing. But some consumer groups want the investigation to now move beyond just the hotel booking sector.
We tracked 10 deals on holidays and found that actually after the deal period had ended, they were either cheaper or the same price. So considering holidays are even more expensive than hotel bookings, we'd encourage the CMA to look at that as well.
Book your flights, hotels and car hire.
Today's announcement from officials seems to show you might be ready for a break, but when you're looking for the right deal, you just can't afford to relax. Chris Choi, ITV News.
After 2 years of bitter political and personal attacks on opponents, U.S. President Donald Trump is calling for unity. The U.S. President used his first State of the Union address under a divided Congress to outline his political priorities. However, he provided few details. Al Jazeera's Mike Hanna reports from Washington, D.C.
Madam Speaker, the President of the United States!
Much has changed in this chamber since President Trump last spoke here. Sitting next to the Vice President, a new speaker. Nancy Pelosi has been locked in a power struggle with the President since the Democratic Party took over the House. And acknowledging this, the President called for political unity.
Together we can break decades of political stalemate. We can bridge old divisions, heal old wounds, build new coalitions.
But on the issue that led to the partial shutdown, no sign of any compromise. The President adamant that his demand for a barrier remains unchanged.
Congress has 10 days left to pass a bill that will fund our government, protect our homeland, and secure our very dangerous southern border. Few can understand your pain.
Calling on victims of crime by what he called an illegal alien to back his argument.
Simply put, walls work and walls save lives. So let's work together, compromise, and reach a deal that will truly make America safe.
A standing ovation from the Republican side, while Democrats wearing white in honor of women's rights stayed in their seats.
It is time to give our brave warriors in Syria a warm welcome home.
On foreign policy, a defense of his unilateral decision to pull troops out of Syria, the claim that he's averted a major war with North Korea, Announcing another summit with the North Korean leader will take place in Vietnam at the end of this month. And despite calling for unity, picking on an issue that is highly divisive.
To defend the dignity of every person, I am asking Congress to pass legislation to prohibit the late-term abortion of children who can feel pain in a mother's womb.
An example of issues that Democrats contend are seized upon by the president with the intent of division. This a point brought up in the opposition response given by the Democratic Party's rising star, Stacey Abrams.
The shutdown was a stunt, engineered by the President of the United States, one that defied every tenet of fairness and abandoned not just our people, but our values.
The one moment of real unity came when President Trump left his prepared script.
We also have more women serving in Congress than at any time before.
Republicans and Democrats alike burst into applause, but the vast majority of women are on the Democratic side. In terms of gender and race, it's the most diverse Democratic Party caucus in congressional history. And despite a rare bipartisan moment, it would appear this side of the House will remain intent on fighting the president every step of the way. Mike Hanna, Al Jazeera, Washington.
As North Korea's Kim Jong-un and US President Donald Trump prepares to meet later this month, South Korea is watching closely for signs of progress that will help inter-Korean reconciliation. South Korean businesses in particular hope the meeting can help revive joint economic projects between North and South Korea. Al Jazeera's Rob McBride reports from Seoul.
As South Korean business leaders anticipate what a second summit between Kim Jong-un and Donald Trump might mean for the economies of both Koreas, they only have to look to the Kaesong Industrial Complex to appreciate both the opportunities and the risks. It was shut down 3 years ago when relations were near their lowest point. And many factory owners believe, after the past year of reconciliation led by South Korean President Moon Jae-in, it's time to restart it.
How long must we endure this agony of waiting? The reason we have not raised our voices before was because we believed Moon Jae-in's commitment to inter-Korean economic cooperation.
Opened in 2002 just on the northern side of the border between the two Koreas, the complex brought together South Korean management and investment with North Korean labor to offer a glimpse of what a unified economy might look like. It's an intriguing prospect. South Korea is one of Asia's richest economies. North Korea is one of its poorest. In recent years, South Korean investment has increasingly flowed to other Asian countries, but given the chance, North Korea would seem to be the more obvious destination.
In terms of distance, Kaesong is less than an hour away, which is nothing compared to China or Vietnam. There are no tariffs, and we are the same nation.
For many, to have workers from both Koreas working alongside each other is the true reward of moving closer together.
We are the same nation. We speak the same language. Activating Kaesong would also help create jobs in the south.
And if the success of Kaesong can be recreated elsewhere, so the argument goes, then imagine what a unified Korea might be capable of. Rob McBride, Al Jazeera, Seoul.
And that's it for This Week Abroad. Thanks for going around the region and across the world with us. We're back next week with more regional and international business stories. Please join us Mondays to Fridays at 7:30 p.m. right here or live on our Facebook page for BATV News. I'm Javon Keys. Please have a great week.
Business current affairs you can relate to. Frank, credible discussion. On point. With Kalila Reynolds and Dennis Chung. Dissecting the issues. Offering solutions to Jamaica's challenges. On point. Thursdays at 8 p.m. on Business Access TV.
Sundays at 4:30 p.m. It's all about Home Sweet Home. Get your half-hour dose of the business of real estate, from laws and concepts to reality, building, buying, or renting. Or what about trends in decor or renovations? Home Sweet Home will keep you up to date.
Have you seen it? It's BATV Live. Live streams of business news weekdays at 7:30 p.m. Stay on point Thursdays at 8 p.m. with our Business Current Affairs show, and Weekend Business Report Saturdays at 7:30 p.m. wherever you are. Log on to our Facebook page at Business Access TV or visit our website at batvja.com. Live and at your fingertips. Business Access TV, serious about business.
It's the season premiere of Wealth Magazine Business Access, and on this episode we feature the no-nonsense Metri Siaga, a serial entrepreneur who has demonstrated passion and innovation throughout his career.
I've had businesses that failed miserably. You dust off your backside and you get up and you go to work next morning and find something else to do.
Showing us what it means to be resilient and dogmatic in his pursuit to building brand Jamaica, and represent his fellow manufacturers as president of the JMA.
Hi, my name is Metri Siaga. I'm chairman of the Jamaica Productivity Center, Jamaica Special Economic Zone. I am the president of the Jamaica Manufacturers Association, deputy president of JAMPRO, and a director at JFP. I'm a 54-year-old businessman. I've been in the business world since I'm 21. Finished university in Florida, came back home immediately and went into my parents' business. Started many businesses along the way. Rent-a-cars, travel agencies, distributorships, services, minibus business. You name it, I've tried it. Some have been successful, some have not been, but you know, the best way to learn is by trial and error, and I tell my kids that often. So right now I am a director at JFP, Jamaica Fiberglass Products, where we're a manufacturing company, contract manufacturing company. And that's very fulfilling to me as a businessman, because it shows how you can take products from raw materials and really produce world-class products with them. My sojourn into the boardroom, so to speak, outside of my own businesses has been a recently new phenomenon. I have been asked to sit on and chair or co-chair quite a few boards. So that to me is my giving back. And I've mentioned to you some of those boards that I do sit on and how I plan to give back to my country. I grew up in a reasonably normal home. I never thought of my parents as having money or being broke. My parents gave me, I thought, everything that I asked for, but now as I'm old, I realize that's not so. I have two siblings that are natural siblings and one adopted brother. I am the oldest of the bunch by a significant margin. I am 6 years older than my sister, 12 years older than my second brother, and 18 years older than my last brother. So I guess that gave me sort of a paternal role in our family. My family was a typical Jamaican family. My both parents worked. They worked in their own businesses. My mother used to sell life insurance for a while, and then she started her own business. My father had a store all his life downtown. So a fairly typical childhood. As a child, I used to go hunting with my father, bird shooting, and that was always fun, and I looked forward to it and was excited about doing it. A fairly typical childhood, doing the normal things that kids do in Jamaica, climbing mango trees and riding bicycle, and nothing out of the ordinary. I guess a life-changing experience for me in growing up was when my parents adopted a child who was from a different socioeconomic background, and taught certainly me and our entire family a lot about some of the benefits that we had as children growing up that he didn't have. And now he's a full and integrated part of our family. I went to high school in Jamaica, I guess some would consider a soft private school at Priory. I went there from kindergarten, so I'm not sure why or how I ended up there, but that's where I went to school all my life until 5th form, when I left and went away to college. I went to a community college, Miami-Dade Community College, and then on to FIU, where I studied business management. And truthfully, I can't tell you that I learned very much in college. What I've learned has been coming back home and being in business. I guess college taught me how to study, how to organize my life, how to live on my own, which is a huge thing. But the actual schooling part, I can't tell you that it taught me how to take one and one and put them together and make two. That wasn't what college was about for me. I came back to Jamaica in the early 80s. I finished school, and I had a choice. My father had a manufacturing business and my mother had a rent-a-car company. And I had a choice as to which one I was going to go into and run. It was around the time that the manufacturing industry in Jamaica was on a decline, and I decided to go into my mom's business. That worked out well for me. I remember one of the things that was important for me to know is that I was playing a role there. I wasn't just because I was the boss's son that I was going to walk in and get a cushy job. So I made sure that, and I was saying this to my son the other day, I made sure that I was the first there in the morning to open the doors, and I was the last that night to close the doors. Because I had to make everyone know that I was worth my weight being there. I couldn't just, I guess I could have, but I didn't. That's just not my nature. I needed to know that I was contributing. So I ran that business alone for a while, and then I moved on to other things. I started a couple of different companies, as I had mentioned earlier. Some were successful, some were successful for longer. The current business that I'm in, I started with my business partners now. I started that business 32 years ago, and it's still running today. We employ about 100 persons. And to me, that really makes it worthwhile, knowing that the 100 people that I employ and their 3 or 4 family members I'm helping to contribute to their well-being. It makes a difference to me, and I know that at least I'm giving something back. My parents being in business certainly had a huge impact on me being in business. I used to remember going down to my father's factory as a early teenager, and watching garments being sewed and watching them being put together and help to wrap them and going on the road and selling with him. So that taught me how to be an entrepreneur. It taught me how you buy something for $5 and then you sell it for $10. Yeah, so that certainly helped me and I guess pushed me in that direction. I've had businesses that failed miserably. You dust off your backside and you get up and you go to work next morning and find something else to do. So I have to make sure that every day I get up and my feet hit the ground, I hit the ground running.
Sundays at 4:30 p.m. It's all about Home Sweet Home. Get your half-hour dose of the business of real estate, from laws and concepts to reality, building, buying, or renting. Or what about trends in decor or renovations? Home Sweet Home will keep you up to date.
Adam and Eve Day Spa and Salon plans to indulge you this Valentine's Day. Ah yes, drift away, cocoon your body in rich chocolatey goodness. Add a massage or a facial in our executive suite. Try out our rainforest water massage to ignite your experience. Do your hair or a couple's mani-pedi. Treat your taste buds to succulent chocolate treats. Come, be pampered. Call us at 754-6018 or visit us at 22 Bago Avenue, New Kingston. Give the gift of love. Give Adam and Eve. Gift certificates available.
Having a corporate event, seminar, awards show, conference, product launch, workshop or expo? Business Access TV is here to showcase your event. Contact our sales department at 908-0919, 906-6357 or 908-2775 for more information. Business Access TV. Serious about business.
Being in business takes backbone. It takes a lot of resolve. You're going to fail. You're going to have roadblocks. You're going to have bumps in the road. And you have to be able to go over them, climb up, over, around, under. However you can get around them, you have to get around them. I've had businesses that failed miserably. You dust off your backside and you get up and you go to work next morning and find something else to do. I remember a colleague of mine, much older, telling me one day, telling actually a government member, he said, listen, I'm a businessman, I'm going to find something to do. So if you make it difficult for the particular industry I'm in, I'll find another. But remember, I'm going to put those people out of work. And to me, that made me realize the mindset was that as a businessman, I'm going to have to earn my keep every day, not just some days. So I have to make sure that every day I get up and my feet hit the ground, I hit the ground running. And I make sure that I know my responsibilities and I know that I have to meet them. Whether it be to my employees, whether it be to my bank, whether it be to my investors, whether it be to my shareholders. I have got to make sure that I meet their demands or I'll be out of a job, one way or the other. Either by being fired by a board or by not having customers in my business. I've always liked manufacturing. There's something about taking a raw material and turning it into a finished product and seeing people use that product. There's something about that that's very rewarding for me. I've been a tire salesman. I have been in banking. I have been in the car rental business. I've been in the travel agency business. I have been in the minibus business. I have been in the real estate business. I've been in the development business. And I'm sure there's a few I'm forgetting. But nothing has been as rewarding to me as manufacturing. And the products that I currently manufacture and the company that I'm a director of and shareholder of is JFP. It was formerly Jamaica Fiberglass Products. When we started 32 years ago, we started out as a fiberglass manufacturer, but we evolved over the years. And they say in business, either innovate or die, and we had to innovate along the way. So we now are a fiberglass, woodwork, metalwork, upholstery, solid surface, acrylic. So we have a lot of different factories all rolled into one in a 75,000 square foot facility that manufactures restaurant and hotel furniture for many of the places that we frequent as Jamaicans and around the Caribbean. For example, we did the entire furnishings for the Marriott Courtyard Hotel that's recently been put up in Kingston. We did the Spanish Court Hotel about 8 years ago. We do all the KFCs and the Pizza Huts. So furniture like that Jamaicans go into and use and see on an everyday basis. They're manufactured right here by Jamaican people. and designed by Jamaicans here. And we actually export a lot of that furniture right throughout the Caribbean. So that to me is very fulfilling. And it's where I've settled. It's not the easiest way to make money, but it's not pushing around paper. It's actually doing something physical and seeing the result of it at the end of the day. And I like that. Any business that I'm in or organization that I'm in, I try to get involved in the associations and the organizations that aid and abet those companies. So the GMA was a natural fit for me. I got on the board, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. And I guess because I have a big mouth, I can't sit by and hear things being said that are not right without saying something. So I go to meetings and I speak up, and I guess when you speak up, they rope you in to come and do the work. So I was on the board for a couple of years, then I became the deputy president. And I learned a hell of a lot from the president of the day, Brian Pengelly. It's a long process, and it's a hard process when you're negotiating with the government. There are a couple of things that are critical. One, we have to change the procurement policy in Jamaica. The people that are purchasing goods and services on behalf of the government with Jamaican taxpayers' money, I feel should be buying local when and where possible. The current procurement policies don't encourage that. In some cases, it doesn't allow it. And I think that we need to change that. So we've been working very closely with the old MIIC and now the new MICAF to change that procurement policy. And I would say we're quite a ways down the wicket where that is concerned. And we hope to have some resolution within the next couple of months with a document that can go to cabinet, that can be approved, so that you will start to see a change. Because if we're spending Jamaicans' money, we should spend it at home first. When I ran as president, I looked at four things. Was procurement policy, factory space. We need suitable factory space for our members. There is a void of factory space available in Kingston and St. Andrew, and that's where we need to be, near to the ports, near to our suppliers. And we have been working very closely with Factories Corporation and hope to see something come to fruition within the next 6 months. But what we are looking for is some factory space at very, very low rates, specifically to drive development of small and medium-sized companies. The third component is, as manufacturers, we need low interest rates. We are currently paying, depending on the size of your company, you could be paying as high as up to 18% for money. It simply is not, it doesn't allow us to be competitive. And if we're going to be competitive, we need financing at 4%, 5% the maximum. So we recently met with the Minister of Finance. We did meet with the Development Bank of Jamaica. And I'm happy to say that discussions have started to that end. The fourth point, and probably the most serious of them all, is crime. A lot of people don't think that as a GMA we should be talking about crime. It's not in our purview, and I completely disagree. Crime is all our problem. I'm going to leave my contribution to be judged by others. My contribution is putting 100 people to work every day. If I can continue to do that, that alone will be a big enough contribution.
The Nissan X-Trail with All-Mode I Technologies. No matter what the road throws at you, your story starts here.
Having a corporate event, seminar, awards show, conference, products launch, workshop or expo? Business Access TV is here to showcase your event. Contact our sales department at 908-0919, 906-6357, or 908-2775 for more information. Business Access TV, serious about business.
Cameo brings the creative industries to life. Highlighting creatives in different fields each week. Art.
My life turns art. I breathe, I eat art.
Fashion. Food.
Without a customer, we're nothing but four walls.
Music. Film. Cameo, only on Business Access TV.
JAMPRO was a board that I was asked to sit on, and it's been very rewarding. Under the chairmanship of Don Webby, CEO of Grace Kennedy, I again have learned a lot from him. His leadership style, his understanding of corporate governance and things of that nature have taught me a lot. So, yeah, it's been a pleasure to work with him and with the entire board and the organization there at JAMPRO. So it's been a rewarding experience so far, and I think the board as a whole has started to move things in the right direction, and I'm looking forward to investment being up significantly in Jamaica. My career is what I do, it's not who I am. So there have been great moments, you know, signing a big deal, any big order. Signing Spanish Court was a big deal for us because it was our first hotel. Christopher Issa, the CEO of that company, really gave us a shot. They were the first hotel that we did, and it really catapulted our company to be able to do more hotels, because we could say, listen, here's a hotel that we have done. Go and look at it and see, and the level of work was world class. And so that was a good moment, but the truth is, for me, it's all about family. And when you go home, you leave all that at work, no matter what big jobs you have gotten or how successful you have been, or for that matter, on the converse side, you know, how bad things are at work. You come home and your kids smile at you, everything is all right. My sojourn into public life, so to speak, or sitting on boards, or government boards or agencies, is a recent phenomenon. As a matter of fact, it's the first time I've been appointed to a board. So I'm going to leave my contribution to be judged by others. My contribution is putting 100 people to work every day and paying my taxes and being a good corporate citizen. If I can continue to do that, that alone will be a big enough contribution. Everything else I do will be brought up to building Brand Jamaica. I think the responsibility keeps me motivated. You know, I know that people are relying on me. I know that my workers are relying on me. I know that the various boards that I sit on are relying on me. And I guess I have an innate want to do a good job in whatever I'm doing. So that in and of itself keeps me motivated. And listen, the fact is that I realize that I'm very blessed to live in this country that we call home. And you know, I don't have to deal with a lot of the vagrancies that other places have to deal with. So I live in paradise. I get up every morning to 80-degree weather and no snow, flurries, and any of those things. So, yeah, what more would I want to be motivated? I remember one time in a PSOJ meeting, Dennis Layla said to me that a good reputation takes years to build, and a bad reputation takes minutes to develop. And I always realized that and thought about it, and everything that I've done in my life, I have tried to bear that in mind. And I've spent the last 50 years building my reputation as an honest, decent, hardworking citizen of this country. So it would be foolhardy of me to do anything. So anytime I get a stupid idea in my head, I realize that it's taken me a long time to build this reputation. Don't go and screw it up now. People do have a misconception about me. People, because of my last name, they think that I'm political, and I'm automatically positioned in the Jamaica Labour Party. Truth is, I've never been political, and don't expect to ever be. Like all Jamaicans, I have a right to vote, and when I go behind the voting booth, I vote for who I want to vote for the reasons I want to. But people think that because of my name or because of other silly reasons, I'm connected politically. When I have friends on both sides of the political divide. As Jamaicans, we need to realize what we have here. We are blessed. Our people are amazing people. What we have to do is we have to stop letting the handful of people that are ruining our reputation internationally continue to so do. We need to stop them, and we need to stop them now. My family life is actually a strange one. I have 2 kids from a previous marriage, and my current wife has 2 kids from a previous marriage. So we're kind of a Brady Bunch type of family. So there are 6 of us in our family now. And we all live close, and my kids are older. They are 22 and 20. My son just finished university, my older son, and he's back here in Jamaica. The very day that he finished school, he was back home, started a little business here. My other son is in his 3rd year of university, and he expects to come back to Jamaica immediately. My wife's 2 kids, my stepkids, are younger, 16 and 14. My stepson is a golfer, so he wants to be a professional golfer. And the 14-year-old, she doesn't quite know what she wants to do yet, but she wants to be an actress, but who doesn't at that age? So, yeah, we make it work. We have a blended family, but we make it work well. What does wealth mean to me? Wealth certainly is not money alone. Wealth is about good health, about family, about friendships, about quality of life, and definitely about money. What is wealth to you depends on where you are and what your needs are at the time. So if you are sick, a good hospital is the greatest wealth to you. And if you are hungry, a meal is the greatest wealth for you. Most people view wealth as money and money only. And money is very important. It can buy a lot of things. But a couple of things it can't buy is love and health.
Having a corporate event, seminar, awards show, conference, products launch, workshop or expo? Business Access TV is here to showcase your event. Contact our sales department at 908-0919, 906-6357, or 908-2775 for more information. Business Access TV. Serious about business.
Adam and Eve Day Spa and Salon plans to indulge you this Valentine's Day. Ah yes, drift away, cocoon your body in rich chocolatey goodness, add a massage or a facial in our executive suite. Try out our rainforest water massage to ignite your experience. Do your hair or a couple's mani-pedi. Treat your taste buds to succulent chocolate treats. Come, be pampered. Call us at 754-6018 or visit us at 20 Tobago Avenue, New Kingston. Give the gift of love. Give Adam and Eve. Gift certificates available.
Fundamentals for Change, FFC, is a registered non-profit society in Canada that promotes positive change in Jamaican communities. Ayako is the president of the organization, and her passion has led her to focus on the community of Riverton City, a place where some amount of negative stigma is attached due to the Riverton City dump. She has been volunteering there since she was a teenager.
Fundamentals for Change, we aim to promote poverty alleviating projects in Riverton City, and we do that through 3 fundamental development pillars, which is education, community empowerment, and play. Fundamentals for Change was incorporated in April 2014, so just last year, and it's comprised of 5 board of directors, including myself, and we are a fundraising unit, basically trying to raise funds up in Vancouver, spread the knowledge and educate people about Jamaica and Riverton, and then send that money back alongside volunteers. Fundamentals for Change is completely 100% volunteer run, so there's very little overhead, which is great for donors when they're wanting to give, that nothing's getting lost in administration costs or overhead. And we come down on our own dime. This trip we have 4 volunteers, including myself, that have come down on their vacation. Instead of going to an all-inclusive, we're coming into Kingston and working hard, and it is really a lot more rewarding. I think Jamaica chose me, and I started volunteering here when I was 16 years old. That was 15 years ago, and I came down with a youth group that was working with the St. Patrick's Foundation in a few of their centers. One of them that really touched my heart and I connected with was the Riverton Early Education Center here. And once I saw the dedicated people and the hardworking parents and the children that have so much potential, I felt like this was a place that I needed to try and help rise above from what it was. From when I was 16 years old, I've been volunteering here, and now I'm 31 years old, and I've been coming back throughout the years and was able to stay with the principal and his family while I would help volunteer at the school. And just recently I incorporated the nonprofit Fundamentals for Change to try and greater my reach of support and funding so that I can better help the school here. Over the years we've been able to help a lot of different projects. So for instance, with education, we have helped support the lunch program, and we are currently trying to expand the breakfast program from 3 days a week to 5 days a week. We are also have supported the purchasing of uniform materials for parents that can't afford it themselves. For the community empowerment pillar of Fundamentals for Change, we have supported and run leadership workshops, parenting and money management workshops. We also interface with the community and help out needy families. For instance, today we brought in running water to a family that had never had running water. So there are lots of different projects that we have. For the play aspect of Fundamentals for Change, we last year built a playground, and we also take the students out on field trips, have funded sports days, because we want to make education fun for them, and we want them to develop their imaginations and social skills as well. We've added to the library. This wasn't built by us. A lot of the additions, it just started out as a basic school, and the principal junior row has really been fundamental in developing all these extra aspects of this to make it a real beacon of hope for the community. There's a free health clinic that we support also through first aid and medical supplies. There's a nursery, a preschool for 2 to 3-year-olds, this homework center, and then the early education school and the youth club center as well. This trip, I'm here for just under 3 weeks, 2 full weeks of volunteering at the school, and then a few extra days to be able to take the volunteers and see different sides of Jamaica. We hosted a youth leadership workshop, and almost 30 young leaders of Riverton came out to hear us speak. We brought in 2 successful Jamaicans to come and talk about their experiences and how they've overcome any obstacles they've had. It helped the youth connect with Jamaicans. I mean, it's one thing to have a foreigner come in and tell them about their experiences, but I feel that it's easier to relate and more inspirational when young Jamaicans hear how older Jamaicans have succeeded in the Jamaican society. I always knew, ever since I was a little girl, that I wanted to be giving back. I felt that I was so lucky to be born into a comfortable lifestyle, and I didn't understand when I was about 7 or 8 why I was born into a safe country and not in poverty, and I was able to go to a free schooling, and why some children that I saw across the world didn't have those same opportunities. And through that, I realized I knew I wanted to connect with youth, and that's why it's been sort of my life mission. And once I came here and saw the inspirational people and passionate and creative entrepreneurs within Riverton and the children, I knew that it feels like home when I come here. One thing about Fundamentals for Change is definitely about connecting North Americans with Jamaica and showing them a different side that some people live. But I also really want Jamaicans to connect with Jamaicans. I would love the culture of volunteerism to spread even greater in Jamaica, and I believe that if all Jamaicans work together, then the whole nation can rise up and be even stronger than it is now, but everyone has to work together to get there.
Coming up on Caring Hands.
Having a corporate event, seminar, awards show, conference, products launch, workshop or expo? Business Access TV is here to showcase your event. Contact our sales department at 908-0919, 906-6357 or 908-2775 for more information. Business Access TV, serious about business.
Adam and Eve Day Spa and Salon plans to indulge you this Valentine's Day. Ah yes, drift away, cocoon your body in rich chocolatey goodness, add a massage or a facial in our executive suite. Try out our rainforest water massage to ignite your experience. Do your hair or a couple's mani-pedi. Treat your taste buds to succulent chocolate treats. Come, be pampered. Call us at 754-6018 or visit us at 20 Tobago Avenue, New Kingston. Give the gift of love. Give Adam and Eve. Gift certificates available.
The Youth Club in Riverton is one of the supporting units that help to foster a good working relationship and cohesiveness amongst everyone.
Our aim is to empower the youths of Riverton through certification and through disaster preparedness to make our community and the lives of the children here better. I believe that Fundamentals for a Change has come here and put hopes in lives of so many who are hopeless here. And trust me, I've been living here for so long and there are many hopeless children who are here. To persons who who don't believe that there's nothing good here, I suggest that you come here and see for yourself. Don't judge a book by its cover. I mean, I've learned that so many times. I've heard that so many times, I should say, and I've really seen what it actually means. You can't look at a place and decide that, yo, there's nothing good coming from it because of where it's situated or what's happening inside of it. You have to come here to view and to see that we are actually a team and a body in here. We're actually trying to make it. All we do need is just hope, and that's what the FFC has brought here multiple of times. I mean, you can go around the community and ask anybody about FFC or even just say Ayoka, and they can tell you what they've done. Not just only that, you have other different organizations that has also come here to help us in doing what we're doing now, and that's helping others. This organization here. Many people don't know about this. Neither do they know the amount of Riverton students going to higher schools, making something of themselves. What they don't know is that we're actually trying to make things better for ourselves and for others outside of the community, because what I've learned is that we're not the only community that's suffering from the same stigma. They're more like us. What I would like the government to do, well, I'd like you to come here and talk to the youth of this community. Don't send a representative or don't send anybody to lay back the news to you. I want you to come here yourself and to realize and to hear what we have to say to you as our politician, as someone that has control over our community and our country. Listen to what we have to say in order to make this place better.
I'm Marika Brown, one of the 3 directors of the Riverton Youth Empowerment Program. The Youth FFC have been doing such a wonderful job for the community. They're just here empowering the youth. They even invite persons to come and inspire us, talk to us, motivate us to do better. I wish they can come back and spend longer time because they're leaving pretty soon. But thanks guys, and you're doing such a wonderful job.
I'd like to say thanks to FFC for all they've done, because really and truly they are so motivating to the youth. They've woke up a lot of us to let us see the potential that we have. Ayoka knew me from I even knew myself, so I want to say I love you, Ayoka, and I love all the guys because they're so motivating.
I am a member of the Riverton Youth Center. I'm one of the 3 directors. Our aim is to build community development, and we want to thank the FFC for doing such a great job and help motivating us to be better leaders in the future.
I hope that I can inspire people to realize that they have the power within themselves to change their own destiny, and that they have the ability, I can't tell them to change, but they can realize that they have it within themselves to rise above and make changes within their lives. I hope to foster any entrepreneurial spirit, any children that are wanting to continue studying. What I'm not trying to give is a hand out, I'm trying to give a hand up. And some people just don't have the means to start up that business or get that water, but what we're trying to do is lessen the stresses of the people's lives, and I feel that they can elevate over any struggles that they have now.
Coming up on Caring Hands.
Adam and Eve Day Spa and Salon plans to indulge you this Valentine's Day. Ah yes. Drift away, cocoon your body in rich chocolatey goodness. Add a massage or a facial in our executive suite. Try out our rainforest water massage to ignite your experience. Do your hair or a couple's mani-pedi. Treat your taste buds to succulent chocolate treats. Come, be pampered. Call us at 754-6018 or visit us at 22 Bago Avenue, New Kingston. Give the gift of love. Give Adam and Eve. Gift certificates available.
Having a corporate event, seminar, awards show, conference, products launch, workshop or expo? Business Access TV is here to showcase your event. Contact our sales department at 908-0919, 906-6357 or 908-2775 for more information. Business Access TV, serious about business.
Have you seen it? It's BATV Live. Live streams of business news weekdays at 7:30 p.m. Stay on point Thursdays at 8 p.m. with our Business Current Affairs show and Weekend Business Report Saturdays at 7:30 p.m. wherever you are. Log on to our Facebook page at Business Access TV or visit our website at batvja.com. Live and at your fingertips. Business Access TV. Serious about business.
Ready for cable for as little as $100? Ready for no monthly cable bill? Ready for 10 TV channels absolutely free? Then pick up our Ready TV box at authorized stores for $4,500. Hook it up to your TV set, then top it up with Ready Credit for 1, 7, or 30 days. Buy now and get $1,000 free Ready Credit and start watching your favorite shows. Pick it up, hook it up, top it up. Ready TV. Prepaid cable TV when you're ready. Now serving Kingston and St. Catherine. Limited time offer while stocks last. Conditions apply.
Thanks to the hard work of people like Junior Rowe and organizations such as Fundamentals for Change, Riverton City is slowly rising up from the dump.
Well, I've been here since 1976, which makes it 39 years since I'm here at this school. And most of the residents from the community, I've taught them in school. Incidentally, we have 3 teachers who I taught in school, and they are members of staff now. So I must be doing something good. When I first came here, students didn't have chairs for themselves. They had to sit on building blocks with wooden log or something like that. And then when I came and I saw the condition, I said, no, this cannot be. We need to do something for the children and for the community. And so I went about getting assistance from the business community and through St. Patrick's Foundation to be where it's at today, where every single child in school has a chair, has a space for his or herself. We have persons from all the tradition schools. They were successful in their GSAT examination. And so they are going to all the school. You can name it, Holy Childhood, Immaculate, Calabar, KC, St. George's College. In the morning, anytime after 6:30 to 6:45, you come by the front of Riverton. You see all these students going to the various schools I have mentioned. And, but because of the stigma, sometimes they're afraid to say, I'm living in Riverton, because of the landfill. But the landfill is not really in Riverton, it's mostly in Portmore. We are 2 miles away from the landfill. But Riverton is a very unique community. The persons here, they are not looking out for handout, they are just looking for opportunity to better themselves. They are very creative. One young man in the community is electronics. Whenever our computers are down, he fixes them. And he has no certification. So right now I'm in the process of gathering information, a skill bank. The youth group is working along with me with that to ascertain the level of competence of all the young persons between 18 and 35 within the community. And then we are going to approach RTNTA to see how best they can come in and certify them so that they can have something to show that they are competent in a particular area. St. Patrick's Foundation endorses the work of Fundamentals for Change. They have played an important role in the development of the community and the school. Last year when they opened the play area for the community and the school, the parents were so overwhelmed. They were so happy. At last, our children have a space where they can come and hang out. Then we have the youth center here that was opened in July. First time you used to have young people, young girls hanging out. Parents don't know where they are. But now because of the youth center, they say, oh, they're up by the youth center. They are in math class, they are in drama class, they are in language class, or they are playing some games, they are at movie nights. And so they know that they are protected. And so FFC has been doing a tremendous job, along with other mission groups that have visited Jamaica. We have Doctors Crossing Borders who have come here just since October. They did a community health fair where over 100 persons were seen. We don't see Ayako as a stranger. She is a Rivertonite. She has received the keys to the city. She's not afraid to venture day or night. And if Ayako can drive in Jamaica, she is a Jamaican. And so we are very happy for her. And she's not selfish. She has taken other members of the team to come to share her experience and to share her joy. I remember the first time she came and when she was leaving, she was in tears. She didn't want to go. And then that time she was 16. And the next time she wrote me and said, Mr. Rowe, I want to come and spend 5 weeks at the school. And she stayed with my family. We receive her gladly. Last year she spent some time with us also. She's always coming up with innovative ways to expand her foundation to assist persons in Riverton.
FFC started 2 years ago. Ayako had a fundraiser and I wanted to volunteer at the fundraiser, and I also participated at the fundraiser as a donor myself. To be quite honest, it was Ayako's passion, the passion she had for FFC. I've known Ayako for 17 years, and knowing her very well, I could see how passionate she was about Riverton and this community and the impact it had on her life, and it got something out of me personally to want to be involved with FFC. So my background, my parents are from East Africa, from Eritrea, and personally knowing what struggle is, coming to Canada with nothing and just the shirts on our backs, I understand what hardship is. So then coming to Riverton, I was able to see a little bit of myself when I was a child and the hardships that my parents went through in order to bring me up. So it motivated me emotionally, personally, seeing myself in this community. The impact that we have brought to this community it's very fulfilling. We are able on a daily basis to go back to where we sleep, where we lay our heads, and we are able to see that today was a good day. Today we made an impact. Today somebody came up to us and said, the words that you shared today made an impact on my life. I feel as though it's life-changing. It's making me want to work harder. So on a personal level and for FFC, we have fulfilled what we wanted to do. Today we woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning. We did some marketing. We got out into a television studio and got to talk about our organization. Afterwards, we were able to go pick up some paint, and we started completing the project that was started last year. There's a playground at Riverton Early Childhood Center, and we're trying to make it better. So since last year, that was a mandate, was to keep the playground kept up. Other than that, on a daily basis, I go into the school, I ask the teachers who are overwhelmed with some of the things that they need to do, and they know that they can count on me. So they'll pull me aside, they'll ask me, Faven, can you help me with this project? Faven, this child needs a little bit more attention. Can you sit with him and make sure that he's doing his reading? Faven, can you help us with the lunch program? Faven, can you go grab this? So I love that they come to me and they're comfortable with us in the community, in their school, in their homes, and asking us for help just to make their day a little bit easier for that one day, then it's a good day. I think volunteerism is extremely important. I think you don't realize where you are in your life if you do not have the ability to give back. It doesn't matter your wealth. You can be a person that doesn't have much. You can be somebody that has a lot. But giving your time is the most important thing that you can do. For example, we had somebody come to the school and speak to the youth members, and it impacted them. It made them feel as though it was life-changing, and they were very emotional about it. We were able to go back to those individuals that give their time to the school and show them either a videotape or a voice clipping of the students and the children talking, and they got emotional and they realized, okay, I need to do more. I obviously, in my life, am not giving a percentage of my time to volunteer, and they feel as though they can do more at that point. So you just need to open up opportunities for people to come and see what volunteering can do and how it can impact their lives. And I think the rest is history.
My dream for Riverton is to make Riverton the talk of the town. When persons pass by, they will not remember the landfill, but they will say, wow, this is indeed a transformed community.
From Junior, Kevin, Marika, everybody who has been in here will feel what Ayoka has done for us. We just want to say thank you. You've done a lot.
Cameo brings the creative industries to life. Highlighting creatives in different fields each week. Art.
My life turns art. I breathe, I eat art.
Fashion. Food.
Without a customer, we're nothing but four walls.
Music. Film. Cameo, only on Business Access TV.
Having a corporate event, seminar, awards show, conference, products launch, workshop or expo? Business Access TV is here to showcase your event. Contact our sales department at 908-0919, 906-6357 or 908-2775 for more information. Business Access TV, serious about business.
Cameo brings the creative industries to life. Highlighting creatives in different fields each week. Art.
My life turns art. I breathe, I eat art.
Fashion. Food.
Without a customer, we're nothing but four walls.
Music. Film. Cameo, only on Business Access TV.
This is Weekend Business Report. Economic windfall,
unsecured loans,
alleged corruption,
follows the closure. If they made this investment,
brokers
strive to increase revenues.
He sought some answers.
Financial meltdown.
Here are the week's final Here's Gar, News Roundup.
Camille, it's back to you.
That's Weekend Business Report with me, Kenil Gale, Saturdays and Sundays.
Ready for cable for as little as $100? Ready for no monthly cable bill? Ready for 10 TV channels absolutely free? Then pick up our Ready TV box at authorized stores for $4,500. Hook it up to your TV set, then top it up with Ready Credit for 1, 7, or 30 days. Buy now and get $1,000 free Ready Credit and start watching your favorite shows. Pick it up, hook it up, top it up. Ready TV. Prepaid cable TV when you're ready. Now serving Kingston and St. Catherine. Limited time offer while stocks last. Conditions apply.